Hey guys, MiniToyCollector Mom here. Gonna draw another Shopkins character. I had a request to do Snow Crush. So we're gonna go ahead and draw her today. And I want you to go ahead and look at her and kind of pick out shapes that you see. When I look at her, I see a circle. I see two circles here. And I see a big triangle. So those shapes really stand out to me. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to do the body. What I want you to do is just to go ahead and draw a circle. Draw it kind of big on your page. We're going to draw her big. So I have my piece of paper here. Go ahead and do maybe almost about half of the page. So just to go ahead and do a circle. So you got your circle, and then we're going to do her hat. Now, if you notice, it's at an angle. It's not straight up at her head. It's going off to the left. So go ahead and do, when your hat sits on your head, part of your face isn't showing. So go ahead and do a line right about here on your circle. So you're going to be on the left side of your circle, and you're just going to put a line through it right there. And go ahead and extend your triangle shape up. So it's going to be kind of at an angle. So go ahead and do a triangle. Okay. So now we have our two basic shapes that he's made of is the triangle and the circle. So go ahead and erase this line here. And we're going to go ahead and do this other line right here. Go ahead and put a line. So you have this line here. And it kind of rounds off. So go ahead and round off that first line we did. Just add two little circles on the end, and then go ahead and make that other line. Okay, so now we have those two lines, and go ahead and erase anything that you need to. So let's go ahead and do the hat. Let's go ahead and clean all that up. So go ahead and define those lines that you did, and the top of it is rounded, so go ahead and kind of round off the top of your triangle here. Now if you noticed on the hat there's some snowflakes and then there's some circles. An easy way to make a snowflake, okay, you're going to do a line going down. You're going to do a line. Basically, you're just putting an X through a line that goes straight down. And then you're kind of doing like a half of a triangle off the top to make a little snowflake. And then there's some circles, and just kind of randomly placed on the hat. So again, you have a straight line, and then just do an X, and then you're going to do just kind of like little points on the ends for your snowflake. Some more circles. There's like a half of a snowflake just kind of popping out on the edges here. More circles. There's quite a few circles on the hat actually. And then there's another snowflake just kind of popping out over here. Okay. So I'm pretty happy with our hat, how that turned out. Now, if you notice on the body, it kind of has these little circles. Because when you eat a snow cone, it's not a perfectly round circle. There's little pieces of ice. So keep that in mind. I think what we're going to do is we're going to draw one of the eyes. So she has 2 round eyes. So go ahead and draw, give her 2 eyes. And she has a little curved nose. And then she has that mouth. Looks like almost just like half an oval. And it's opened up. All right. Let's go ahead and do her feet. Now, if you notice this eye right here comes almost in the middle of her foot. And then her foot ends over here on this side of the mouth. So let's see. So it ends on this side of the mouth. Now, while you guys are doing this, if you need to pause, if you need to erase, please do, okay? Drawing definitely takes a lot of practice. So just take your time with it and have fun. And if you don't get it right the first time, just try again. So go ahead and we made our semicircle. And then you're going to go ahead and bring that down and around. And see the end of her foot is right at the bottom of her eye. So go ahead and bring that around. So we have 1 foot. And then her other one is popping out underneath that circle we did. All right, I think I'm going to go back and kind of do her eye now. She has 2 eyebrows, and they're really high arched. And a mistake that I noticed that I want to do is I think I put her eye a little too high right here. So I'm actually going to correct myself. I want that to be a little lower because do you see the eyes not exactly right by the eyebrow? So I'm gonna correct my mistake, and I just lowered that eye a little bit so I have more of a space between the eye and the eyebrow. So she has an eyelash that comes out just to the left of her eyebrow, and she has 2 little ones here. And she looks like she has just a crescent shaped. This is a crescent right here. Like a moon crescent, what you would see. And then she has that circle positioned on the inside. And she just has a tiny little piece there for the white of her eye. So I'm just going to go ahead and color that in. And then same with this one. That eyelash comes to the right of the eyebrow. And then she has 2 little eyelashes here. And then we're going to do that crescent shape again. So just think about the moon in the sky, what a crescent is when it's that crescent shape of the moon. And then again, that circle, there's a tinier circle on the inside. Go ahead and draw that with that little white, and you're going to go ahead and just color that in. We did her nose, and we have to do her tongue. So it's just going to be 2 circular shapes. And she has that little line underneath. So we need to go back and we need to add our icy shape to our circles. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do her arms first and then we'll do that. So her left arm starts right where that eyelash is. That top eyelash, it starts right here. And if you notice, it goes up just underneath the hat right here. So you're going to position your shape, her arm, just under the eyelash, just past that bottom tip of the hat. I'm just going to bring it back in like that. So you have this roundish hand. Then her other hand, it looks like she's kind of touching her head there. It starts right where we did that eyelash, that top eyelash. Actually looks like it's touching it. And you want to just go just over that circle line and then bring it down. Let's see, it looks like it stops right where that second eyelash is right here. And it looks like this is where I think I'm going to go ahead and start giving her that curvy, icy look. So you're going to want to erase that right there. Okay, so I'm going to go back now. This is where we're going to clean her up. We're going to give her this icy kind of bumpy look. So I'm just going to go over my circle line that I already did, and I'm just going to give her these circular kind of shapes to really bring out that snow crushed ice look. That makes her kind of stand out. And this is still part of her body here. So you're going to do this all the way down. And we're going to do that with her feet too. We're going to give her that kind of roundish shape with her feet. Now she does have part of a snowflake on her feet here. I think I'm going to do just a more simplified version for you guys, kind of like we did on the hat, where basically you're just doing that straight line and then you're just doing an X. We'll keep it simple. And then you're going to do your half of a triangle. Just keep it simple. And this one, it looks like you're only seeing a part of that snowflake shape. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish rounding off our Snow Crush. And then if you guys notice, there's two lines. It kind of almost looks like a baseball. They're curved lines, and it comes from the top of the hat, and it curves right into her eyelash, just to the left of it. And it comes out underneath her eye, right to the right of that eyelash. And you're just going to give a little curve. Same with this one. This line isn't curved as much, but it comes right straight down into her eye, right next to that eyebrow. I'm going to define the eyebrow more so it stands out a little more. Right past her eye, all the way down like that. All right, I think we got everything for Snow Crush. Now, if you guys want to outline these, I had somebody ask, a great thing to have is just these thin markers. Because sometimes after you draw and you put in all this effort, you really don't want to color in all of this. So what you could do is you could take a marker and you can just outline everything you did just to give it some color. So you can just go over your lines that you just did with color just to give it a little pop, just so it stands out. You don't have to, but instead of coloring in over that beautiful pencil drawing you did, you could just use these markers and just outline it. Like I said, these are really thin. They're about as thin as a pencil. That way you're not having to fill all that in. You still get that nice pop of color. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed Snow Crush. I have all your guys' requests. Believe me, I have a big list of them, and I'm going to get to them as soon as I can. Please subscribe and like this video. Bye.